it's Shawnee. Welcome back. So today I'm just going to chat and get ready for nothing. But what I am going to do, which you've been waiting for, is tell you about my birthday trip and going to see the Kelly Clarkson concert. Let's just get started. Okay. I'm going to start with a primer. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Artistry Wand as a primer for the eyes. Okay, so this year marked my 40th birthday. So I am the last of my siblings to be out of their 30s. Everybody else is already in their 40s and 50s and all that jazz. So I'm like, this is a special birthday. And the past couple of years, I haven't been able to spend my birthday with my family just because of all the things going on in the world, right? So I haven't been able to do that. And so initially I had these other plans for what I was going to do for my birthday. I had like a couple ideas and then those just kind of fell through. And I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it the same and let me go spend my birthday with my family. So I'm going to use the Adept Ninhydrin palette and the Adept Minka palette. Did I show you? I don't even think. So this is a bunch of shimmers, and then this is shimmers and mattes. I feel like I haven't used one of their palettes in a while. Did I want to use a black base? I don't know. So what are they saying? Okay, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and go home and hang out with my family, right? So then I was like, you know what? Maybe let's do something rather than me just going to LA. Like, let's do something a bit more celebratory. So I was like, why don't we go to Vegas? Because Vegas is a 4-hour drive or like a 1-hour flight for my family from LA. And then, you know, my flight is the same as if I was going to LA. It's like 5 hours 5 hours. I think I'm going to start with the shade Selena. Anything for Selenas. Okay, so. Ooh, this is pretty. You see that? It's very shifty. So, my family was down. Like, I haven't seen them in almost a year. So, I was like, cool, that is going to be so fun. You know, I'm going to be in Vegas with my like 70, 80-year-old parents and my 50-something siblings and my 25-year-old niece. I'm like, we're going to have a good old time. So before I committed, I was like, you know how you have to do with family. Let me make sure all y'all gonna go, okay? Here are the dates I'm thinking of. Y'all get yourself situated and then I'm going to buy my ticket. But then I was just perusing Instagram and I saw that Kelly Clarkson was going to be in Vegas. Rose, move, girl. Move, Rose. Why are you right there? That Kelly Clarkson was going to be in Vegas and she was going to get there the day before my birthday. I was like, obviously this is a sign. I'm supposed to be in Vegas on my birthday because Kelly's going to be there. We're on a first name basis. Kelly's going to be there. So obviously that means I have to be there. And I've only gone to one concert in my life. I know, late bloomer here. But I was like, I'm about to go to this Kelly Clarkson concert because just when my plans had fallen through, I was like, I need to do something special for my birthday. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to save up and kind of do something special. So I was like, y'all. So I don't know what y'all going to be doing, but I'm going to go to Vegas and see Kelly Clarkson. So I was asking my family, does anybody want to go? Because I will buy your ticket because I'm going. If you want to go with me, you can come, but I am going. Now, my 77 and 80-year-old parents who are from the Caribbean, they're like, who's Kelly Clarkson? I'm like, that's all right. That's all right that you don't know, okay? You weren't raised in this country. I'm going to give you that one. My siblings and my niece knew. None of my siblings wanted to go. I was like, that's fine. But my niece said she would go. And I was like, you know, you don't have to go. Like, I'm fine going by myself. So if you don't want to go, I'm going to just use the money I was going to use for your ticket. And I'm going to just get me a better ticket. But she was offended by that. I didn't mean to be offensive. I'm just like, girl, you don't have to go if you don't want to. And if you don't, I'm going to use this money to get me a better ticket. So she said she wanted to go. So my niece, you know, she's in her 20s. She goes to festivals and concerts all the time. So I'm consulting with her about where we should sit and all this stuff, you know. And she's like the guru of all of that. Now, I get the tickets and I'm like, bet. I'm so excited. So excited. I got the email and I was just like saving that email and like guarding it with my life. So then I got the ticket before I actually got my plane ticket. Because, you know, it's more important for me to get my Kelly ticket. So I got the Kelly ticket, and then I'm asking my family, like, what's the plan? Because on Saturday, which was my birthday, I'm going to see Kelly Clarkson. So I'm gonna probably get in like Thursday, Friday, like, when y'all gonna get there? So I finally buy my ticket. I'll probably have to tell you about that in another video about how people just fall in love with me on transit, like planes, buses, trains, everything. I'm very charming. That's what it is. I'm very charming. I don't say that to be full of myself. It's like a literal fact. So I'm super charming. So the guy next to me, I found out his whole life, girl. And then, you know, he basically wanted to marry me. So there's that. Okay. So where do I start? Where do I start? I don't want this to be super long. So I drove myself to the airport because there are 3 airports in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I'm closer to the Baltimore, Maryland airport. I'm not as far from the DC airport. I'm hella far from the Virginia airport. So nobody wanted to take me. Everybody was like, girl, no, I will help you with paying for an Uber. I was like, that's okay, y'all. I understand, because I wouldn't take you either to that far ass airport. So I drive myself. Now, I don't know why nobody told me that that airport is huge. It's like the size of a city. So I'm carrying all these, well, I had one bag, a carry-on, and then a purse. But I had to walk all up behind God's back to get to where I needed to go. So by the time I get there, I'm sweating when I get to the gate. So I'm just like sweating, uncomfortable. Anyway, and then we had to wait on the plane on like the tarmac or whatever because there was lightning and stuff. And my literal thought was like, thank God I'm going early, because I would be so upset if this was the day of the Kelly Clarkson concert and like I wasn't gonna make it. Like that, I was upset about that. Okay, so I get there and it's the night before my birthday. So me, my brother, and my parents, we stay up until midnight to toast my birthday. Because it was already my birthday on the East Coast, but it wasn't quite yet my birthday on the West Coast. So I was like, okay, cool. So blah, 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 blah. I go to sleep. I take a shower. I like unpack my things, blah, blah, blah. The next day was my birthday. So the things that happen on my birthday will definitely keep me in therapy for like another decade. So I'm not going to talk about it. Like, I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah. So now it is time for the concert. And I was in my sister's room, I think. So I run downstairs. I run downstairs to get dressed. I have to be real quick. Now this is where I realized that like some concerts are different from others. Every time I've gone to a concert, the one other time, I've worn like a t-shirt or an oversized shirt, dress kind of thing with some tennis shoes. So for Kelly's concert, I wore this shirt that said, I'm just a girl that loves Kelly Clarkson, and these little like biker shorts, because I was in these like tennis shoes. I was like, I need to be comfortable, you know, like we're gonna be walking and standing and jumping and all this stuff, which is so interesting because I'm seeing people get ready for the Beyonce concert and they're wearing full-on outfits, like boots and heels and dresses, and I'm like, where y'all going? What kind of concert you going to? I am going to be super casual, and let me tell you, I was so comfortable. Like I don't understand. Let me know what you wear to concerts, because I was like, where y'all going? Everybody at the Kelly concert, we were real chill, okay? So my niece and I are going. She also wore some heeled boots. I'm like, girl, you go to concerts all the time. What you doing? She ended up taking her shoes off. But we drive. because we were like, if we do an Uber, everybody's gonna be coming out for Uber at the same time, which is gonna be too much. And I'm like, we could fly there. Like, I don't care as long as I get there. I will pay, okay? If somebody wants to throw me on their back and like run me to the Planet Hollywood, I'm good. We're gonna get there, right? So she decides we're gonna drive. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do valet because it's right there. We can just walk inside. My niece was like, I don't want nobody in my car. And I was like, okay, girl. So she was like, I could drop you off and you go in and I'll find parking and find you. And I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, let's just find some parking and go. I like that color. That's really pretty. But I want to add another one. Maybe let's try Minka. Okay, so we park. Oh, this is a little bit like crumblier. Let's see how that goes on. Yeah, it's a little bit crumblier. That is fine. Okay, so we park and we're like power walking to the casino because again, it's at Planet Hollywood. And I'm so glad my niece is there because y'all already know I can't work my way out of a paper bag. So somebody who had some sense had to be there. So we walk in and we're like, where is it? We're in the casino, right? And there's like nobody at the front. And so we like split up and go different ways to find somebody to ask. And then we both find out and both come like running together. Then we have to like go up the escalator and all this stuff, right? And so then we get to the door where we go into the theater, and the dude at the door, let me tell you something. Kelly Clarkson started on time. Y'all know concerts supposed to start like an hour late. Honey, Kelly was like, it starts at 7, it starts at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go on at 7:59. Like, I didn't know. I was like, okay, Kelly different. So we get to the door and the one of the security dudes is like, she's already sang like 8 songs. I'm like, dude, she didn't sing no 8 songs, okay? Like, every song is at least 5 minutes. It was like, it started at 8:15 actually, and we were there at like 8:20, 8:25. So we get to the door and I have the tickets like on my phone, and the ushers are trying to figure out where we're supposed to sit. I'm literally bouncing up and down in front of the door, and some guy was like, she's really excited. I'm like, yes, get out of my way, it's coming to Kelly. So we walk in and I am just like, there she is. There she is. She is right there in her cute little black outfit. That's why I have on black, because Kelly likes to wear black, and she likes to wear black when she's performing. So we walk in, girl, and she's finishing a song. I don't even remember which one it was. And then so for every night, she's singing a song from another artist. So like a song that somebody else wrote or sang, whatever, she puts her spin on it. So the song that she sang was from, is it called Gail? It's called ABCDEFU. Child, when I tell you, Kelly. So her most recent album is obviously about her ex-husband, and she drags him throughout the entire album. And she drug him on this song too, because she was saying F you like full words, and she changed the words a little bit because she was like F you and your dad and something, right? And that's a little different from the original lyrics. So we're all like, yeah, Kelly's singing. And it was great because this was a song that my niece knows. So I'm like, we're starting off real good. But my niece had been studying Kelly Clarkson's albums for at least a week. I had suggested a month, but it's okay. So she had been studying. So I was like, thank you, for my birthday. I appreciate that. I'm going to go in with Linda. So then she like starts on her songs, and it's like the songs from her new album, Chemistry. That's the one that's shading her ex from top to bottom. And she is like, it was amazing. Okay, it was amazing. So I'm just screaming my tail off. And when you go to a concert, you like talking to people next to you and stuff. So we talking to the ladies in the back. My niece is making friends, and I am just screaming, I love you, Kelly! because she can hear me, right? So she is just singing, and I don't know if you've watched her talk show, but she's so personable on her talk show. She's like making jokes and all this stuff, and that's exactly how she was at the concert. Like, exactly. It was so, like, she was, I mean, oh, it was just like so good, you guys. I can't even, like, go with me next time and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So she's singing, and the cool thing was she was like, that she had gotten like messages of songs that people wanted her to sing. And I'm like, that's so cool. I wonder if she got mine. So she's singing and singing, and we're all screaming. And even my niece was like, dang, like she is just going in on him. And I'm like, I know, girl, men, right? So she's singing, singing, singing. And there's no like dancing or anything. It's just Kelly with her band and her backup singers. What was cool is she singled out each backup singer and was like, this person's great and blah, 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 which I thought was really cool. And she said, like, whenever you go to a concert, if you think the like performer is good, it's actually their backup singers that make them good. It was like, that's super funny. And then she was talking about how the music industry tries to pit like women against each other, because I think she's been pit against like Pink and Christina Aguilera and Carrie Underwood, and she was like, we actually all love each other. So I really thought that was really cool. Okay, so after she sang F You, I mean, she was going in, y'all. We were all just like, yeah, Kelly, F you, and all these exes and all these mans. So then she starts singing her own songs, and like, I know every song, okay? I know every song, so I'm singing every word. And so is the rest of the crowd. Like, these are diehard fans, okay? There was like one song that I didn't know. I was like, girl, when did you write that? Like, did you consult me? Because I don't know what song that is. But when that song was playing, that's when I went and got some drinks. Now, praise the Lord that my niece is past now the drinking age, because that made it even more fun that I wasn't drinking by myself. Girl, so I went to the little bar. So I was like, I don't know this song, so I'm going to just go ahead and get a drink. And I didn't know what my niece wanted. She was like, get me whatever you're getting. But you know, she's 20 something, so her drinking ability is a little different from a 40-year-old, okay? So I was like, girl, I don't, like, what do you drink? Like, y'all be drinking like battery acid. I need just me a sparkling wine. So I saw that there were strawberry margaritas, and I was like, okay, everybody likes a margarita. So home dude was like, do you want a small or a large? I was like, sir, what do you think? Okay. I want a large. So I got two larges. Let me show you the cup. This is the cup, y'all. This was filled to right here. I'm actually drinking a smoothie right now. So this cup says chemistry. An intimate night with Kelly Clarkson, exclusive Las Vegas engagement. So I get these, and it's more alcohol than strawberry. So I like take a sip, and I'm like, whoo. And then my niece takes a sip, and she did the same thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm not just being old. This is some straight, just, it's all alcohol, okay? You think I cared? Honey, I was drinking it like it was water, which was part of the reason that I got a little tipsy real quick. I was drinking it like it was water. I'm going into these mats right here. So that strawberry margarita was hitting. And also it was cold, so you know, you get the brain freeze. So, here's the part where if you go on my Instagram, you will see me drunkenly singing Since You've Been Gone. I was acting like I was on stage with Kelly. Like, I'm like, this is my song. Everybody move out the way. I'm going to serenade you. And it was, can I just tell, it was so much fun, you all. It was, okay, so this is what happens too. So she comes out into the audience, and I officially hate every person that got to touch her and get a hug from her. I was pissed. I don't like those people because I wasn't far enough down. It was like in the pit, and she came down and she was hugging people, and she was like talking to me. She's like, oh my God, I love your hat. Oh, I love your sign. I'm like, Kelly, Kelly. I was so pissed. I was so pissed because I had been stalking Reddit, right? And I saw people talking about that she came down into the audience. And I was like, if that happens, I will pass out. I will full on pass out. I'm not going to be conscious. So I didn't get that, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm sure she still knew I was there. And then, like, she sings all these songs, and then she's like, all right, guys, and she walks off stage, and I'm like, that's it? Like, what's happening? And the lady behind us was like, no, she's gonna come back out. She's gonna come back out. So what she did, she had on, like, this black dress, and Kelly Clarkson is tiny, by the way. She had on, like, this black dress thing, and so she comes back out, and she had on, like, boots and all this stuff. Before I get there, she was like, so we're like sweating and hot, but she was like, oh my God, I'm so cold up here. And she was like, this is the first concert that I haven't been hot. And then she goes, hope I'm not dying. Like, I love her. Oh my God. So then she comes back out and she just has on like a t-shirt and like this long skirt, no shoes. So you could tell she's in her like country swag, you know, because she's from Texas. And one thing she did that was super cute was she told us about her kids. She has 2 kids. I don't remember their names. I think one is named River, though. And so she was saying that they text her before the concert and was like, do a good job, mommy. Remember, like, don't mess up. Remember, people paid a lot of money to see you. But then the other thing she did was she sang each of their favorite songs. So she would tell us like beforehand, this is my son's favorite song, this is my daughter's favorite song. And her son's favorite song was the best because it's this like female anthem. What's it called? I'm like singing the words in my head. But, oh, Whole Lotta Woman. That's her son's favorite song. And she was like, I really love that. And I really can't wait to see who he grows up to be. Okay. So back to her coming back out without her shoes. And I'm done with the margarita by now. Okay. I'm done with the margarita. And I think actually this is when she was singing Since You Be Gone. She was like singing her old songs now. And she was into it. She was jumping up and down. And I'm jumping up and down. And it was just like amazing, you guys. I would have gone back the second night if I had known. Especially if I had known what else was happening on my birthday that's gonna send me into doing 2 sessions a week with my therapist. I would have gone another night and I would have had the greatest time. I don't care that she will be singing the same songs because it was like I feel like some concerts are like these big, wild performances and like all this stuff, right? But this one, it was just like super chill. It was like hanging out with your best friend in the living room, but it's like they can actually sing and they just start singing. You're just like vibing, you know? I learned to use that word probably from my niece. You're just like vibing. And that's how it was with Kelly. It was just, she was laughing and telling jokes. She was talking to the audience members. She forgot the lyrics to one of her songs and she's like, oops. And then there was one time where she was singing and she was like, can we stop? Is that the right key? It was just like, it was so chill and just, it made me love her even more. And when I tell you, I needed that concert, y'all. I needed that concert. That was the highlight of my birthday. That's what made the birthday fine. That was the best part of my birthday. I was so excited for days before and after. I did have a good time hanging out with my parents. That was really cool. They're getting up in age, but they look good, girl. And they go to the casino like all the time. You should have seen my mom walking through Planet Hollywood going to her slot machine. I'm like, get it, mama. And she won some money. I won 5 cents. I was real upset. I'm like, it's my birthday and I'm supposed to win something. So yeah, that was the Kelly Clarkson concert and I'm definitely going to go if she has another one. I'm gonna go. Like, I feel like this one was like, because, you know, she got to pay like $45 million or something to her ex-husband, girl. So I'm like, Kelly, it's good that you having a concert. Like, make that money, girl, because this man taking all your money. And I was fine with that. I was like, I'm okay with putting some money in Kelly Clarkson pocket. Like, she has millions and millions, right? But I'm okay with sliding her a little bit of money during this concert because she got to give that man a lot of money. I love how hard she was going in on him. If I was him, I would be so embarrassed. Actually, if I was him and I was married to Kelly Clarkson, I would not be divorcing her. But it was just so good. It was so uplifting. It was just so fun. There were no like frills and like, it was just cool. It literally just felt like I was hanging out with a friend who was just singing songs and we're just like bopping around. It was, guys, she was amazing. It was just so much fun. I had so much fun, and I'm so glad I have this cup to commemorate, because girl, when I tell you, I was like, why are these two drinks so expensive? And then I realized it was because it came in this cup. But Lord Jesus, I was like, good thing I have a little bit of change. Anyway, let me clean this up and put on like some foundation and stuff and come back. I really wasn't paying attention to the eye look that I was doing, so let me just pull it all together.
Guess who forgot to record her outro? So here are just a couple of pictures of me with my favorite cup. And I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment. Let me know what you wear to concerts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.